Hey everybody, I'm Bren Brewer, your favorite tech trainer, coach, and broker, and today we have a lot to talk about. Yes, there is a lawsuit against Zillow, and then also Compass is planning to buy out Anywhere, and a brand new Texas law that just took effect September 1st that impacts any agent that's making calls or texts in Texas. If you're an agent in Texas, you need to now be registered as a solicitor, Texas Secretary of State, to stay compliant. So stick around because I'm going to walk you step by step through exactly how to register. Let's start with Zillow. It is the latest lawsuit filed that is accusing Zillow of unfair business practices related to how they display premier agent leads and how they rank their agents' platform. The claim is that their algorithmic ranking could violate antitrust laws by favoring some agents over others. So, what's going to happen with this? Well, buyers are going to lose trust in those online portals if they feel the results are pay to play, and sellers may question whether their listings are being shown fairly. Agents that are relying heavily on Zillow leads could see changes if the lawsuit results in mandated transparency or platform changes. So, if you're an agent that's using Zillow currently, don't rely solely on Zillow or one third party platform. Make sure you're out there building your own database, get yourself an email list and a CRM. Those assets are things that nobody can take away from you. All right, we also heard that Compass is reportedly acquiring Anywhere Real Estate. Anywhere is the umbrella company for Coldwell Banker, Century 21, ERA, and Sotheby's. Why does this matter to you? Well, this could make Compass one of the largest brokerages in the country. They've always marketed themselves as a tech forward brokerage, so expect some major consolidations and tech rollouts if this deal closes. I'd keep an eye on this, see how it's happening. You could probably see a bunch of agents either moving or going. We'll see how it goes. And use this as a chance to talk to your friends at those brokerages. Some of those agents, they may be feeling really uncertain about those big changes and maybe open to exploring new brokerages. If that's you, make sure you give me a call here at Keller Williams. We'd love to speak with you. All right, on to the telemarketing law. Right? So there were some major changes to the Texas telemarketing law that went into effect on September 1st. This is huge. They amended the Texas Business and Commerce Code, the chapters 301 to 305. It expands the definition of a telephone solicitation to include calls, texts, images, and other transmissions initiated to induce a purchase or sale. So, what does that mean for you? Well, it means that you must register as a telemarketer with the Texas Secretary of State if you're making calls or texts to consumers. The calling hours are now restricted to 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday and noon to 9 p.m. on Sunday. Violations on this law can lead to lawsuits under the Texas Deceptive Trade Practices Act. It's going to include damages and attorney fees, and it could be up to 3 times damages if violations are willful. So make sure that you're getting that license. Now, how do you get that license? You're going to go over to the Secretary of State website. It's sos.state.tx. You can see it up here real big, and you're going to pull up the form 3401. You're going to download it and fill it out, or you can actually, it's typable. You can fill it out here on the screen, and you're going to fill that out. You're going to give them a $200 filing fee, and you're going to submit that application. You have to mail it to the address listed on the form, or you can file it electronically if you have a Secretary of State direct account. Once approved, you'll get a certificate that confirms your registration, and you'll want to keep this on file, and you may need to show proof that you have that if you ever get challenged for not having your license. Let me go through real quick what you need. There's a couple of big things in here. Of course, the seller would be you. You're selling your service, and then the name under which the seller intends to do business. So if you have a team name, you're going to want to put that there, and you'll need your business type and things like that. You need to attach a list of each parent and affiliated organization. So you'll do that as well. And a list with your complete addresses. If you do have a team, you're going to have to attach a lot of stuff that's on each of your agents. So make sure you're doing that. It's a pretty in-depth application. It's going to take you a while to get everything that's required of it. But I do know that you have to attach all the scripts you're going to be using as far as when you're making phone calls or texts. You will need to give them all the phone numbers that you're using. So once you have all that information in here, read it carefully. If you have questions about how to fill it out, you can always ask your broker. And of course, if you're at KW Advantage here, you can come to myself or RTL and we can also help you with how to fill that out. After you get that filled out, submit it to the Secretary of State with your filing fee and then wait for your approval. Once you have that approval, you can start making those calls and texts again. And just because you have a license doesn't give you a license to call anyone. You still have to make sure you're not calling people that are on the do not call list, right? Make sure your CRM and your dialer and your platform that you're using to text are going to allow you to comply with the calling hour restrictions as well. And then you need to train your team. So if you have agents on your team who are dialing, texting, everybody who dials or texts, they need to know these new rules. Do not let any text go out before 9 or call anyone before 9 and get compliant now. If you haven't applied yet, make this your priority this week. Okay. All right. Now, if you're in Conroe, Willis, or the Woodlands and you'd love to work with me, whether that's joining my team or having me as your productivity coach, come by my office. We're right here off 105 and 3083. Or you can schedule a meeting with me. You can email me at brenb@kw.com. I'd love to talk to you about how I can help you grow your business while staying compliant. Thanks for chatting with me today. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you've already applied for your solicitor license. Or if you have questions about any of these updates, I'll see you next time.